Well, Matt, back-to-back wins, a clean sheet as well, back-to-back clean sheets against a fancied side in MK Dons. How do you go about summing up that game?
Yeah, back-to-back away wins as well, which is pleasing. I thought we showed a few different sides to us today. Is what I loved. I thought for the first 35 minutes, I thought we were fantastic in possession. I thought we moved the ball across the pitch really well, created overloads in where we wanted to create overloads, had a couple of really good chances, and played really, really well. Evan coming off just changed the dynamic a little bit, and then those relationships that maybe were second nature then became a little bit more new, if you like. I thought, and that just maybe just stops us in our tracks a little bit in terms of our in possession stuff. And then second half, I was delighted to see us score a transition goal in the way that we did. Priestley drove forward, which was amazing, showed that strength and power. And then we just had that real clinical edge to us in that transition, which we've spoken about a few times recently in terms of, even on Saturday, just gone last Saturday, I thought there was 3 or 4 times where we could have scored from them transitions, which was really pleasing, and a fantastic finish from Charlie. Which was all the least we deserved. And then what then probably carried on then was a different side to us, another side where we were backs to the wall. And with the players that this club have got, you know that you're going to have your backs to the wall at certain points in the game. And when it's 1-0 and they're throwing on the players that they throw on, you know it's going to be a difficult challenge. But we stood up to it, and every single one of us played our part. So yeah, really pleased with that, mostly for me because of the different ways that we had to win the game today.
Just picking up on a few things you've said. Firstly, Evan Weir, you mentioned him coming off. Looked a bit of a wacky tuck with that first challenge. How is he?
I think it's just an impact injury, so it started to a bit of swelling in it, and that had just made it really uncomfortable for him. So I think he didn't want to let anyone down in them moments. So I think he's all right.
Good to hear. And obviously let's talk about the goal. Charlie Lakin, great finish. You'll obviously get a lot of plaudits for that, but that run from Priestley Farquharson as well, charging down the right hand side, he showed great strength initially as well, and great run. And then also you mentioned overloads as well. It looked like we had an overload as well, because there was the option of Vinnie Harper or Charlie shooting. So is that something you want to see, and what were your thoughts on the goal?
Yeah, definitely. I would love seeing that. But again, it's an area when you play against a team like these that are so they've got good players all across the pitch. The manager, he knows exactly how he wants them to play, and he's very good at it. You've already seen that with the results they've had this season. They're a top team, put together by a top coaching staff, and so you know that it's going to be a challenge. But we knew at times, when we did steal it, could we then go really affect them on that transition? But it takes legs to do that, and I thought Priestley showed that. And then Alvis makes a really good decision with himself of when to release it to Charlie, and then Charlie's goal comes from a selfish overlap from Vinny, who probably wanted him to play in, but I'll take that all day from Charlie. So, but that work in transition, the hard work that gets put in to do that was incredible.
And you mentioned the other side of us that we showed, obviously after the goal, they caused a lot of problems, didn't they? Especially their wingers, but it felt different to, for example, the Barnet game in terms of how the lads dealt with it. So was that a pleasing aspect for you as well?
Yeah. I thought we, at times in that spell, we kept our centre halves really narrow and tight, which, listen, it's a brick wall to try and get through. But I do, that's another thing for us. So can we keep jumping out? Can we keep not allowing them to get their overloads, which is what they did when they were able to change Crowley on there and Nemane on there, and the players that they had, Lecco on there. So they were able to add that bit of pace and power into the team, which affected us. Of course it did, but again, the pleasing thing for me is we stood firm. Again, 2 players having to come off through little knocks and injuries today. Jamie had to come off at half-time as well through something he's been nursing along. And the guys to then put that shift in and put the effort in and take the baton on, and I thought it was amazing to see.
Yeah, I was going to mention Jamie Jelly, so it's just a little knock, did you say?
Yeah, hopefully he's been nursing through it. He's just got this pain in, I don't even know, I haven't got the medical term to say what it is. But he has been working, he's been trying everything to get out onto the pitch. And again, credit to him. I asked him for there was a 5 minutes when he probably should have come off before the end of the first half. But again, I knew if I made 2 changes before half time, then I would have only had 1 change in the second half, which would have probably killed us in the end. So it was really important that he did that part for the team and ploughed on through for us for that 5 minutes in serious pain himself. So again, that's what a team means, and that's what he means to us. And then probably finally on the supporters for me, like I don't know how many was here.
Over 800.
Over 800 supporters. I'm so proud and pleased that they got what they deserve, because listen, it's a nice place to come and play football here, and in my time here I haven't given us a win, so I'm delighted that I've finally done that for them, and they get to go home all happy.
They get to go happy, and then we've got a game on Tuesday to look forward to, Virtue Trophy. So what does that competition mean to us, heading into this season?
Well, I want to win it. And we're in it to win it. But obviously we've put in an incredible effort today. So the brilliant thing about that trophy is that it gives me a brilliant opportunity to play guys that maybe didn't start today, and get them ready. Because as you saw with Priestley there, Combs, Ryan, who else came on? We need minutes, and we need to keep getting competitive, good minutes, and be a good game. They won their first game, Shrewsbury did, so it'd be a good game.
And just finally, obviously, transfer deadline day coming up on Monday. Again, same message as you said to us on Thursday, is it, I imagine?
What was that?
Happy with the squad, but what going on in the background?
Yeah, what are you rolling your eyes for? Yeah, it is. I am happy with the squad, very happy with the squad. So, well, listen, we'll see. It goes crazy now for the next 48 hours. So, just try and keep calm and do what we think we need to do.